Martinez, Martinez, ding dang dong.
Hey my friends, I just got done acquiring the #1 spot in the world for insane difficulty. Tried it on psychotic, got about halfway and died and realized, holy crap, it's not that I start the level over again, I start the whole game. So I didn't have time to do that. If you guys want to watch me play and get #1 in the world, I'll be posting up some videos for it, so you can jump on over there after this review here, or after you see the review and you want to go buy it, even better, man. It's a fun game. I actually did enjoy myself, but you know, I knew going into it it's a rail shooter. It's not really anything to do with Until Dawn. You know, you got to know that to probably enjoy it. If you're a die-hard Until Dawn fan, you probably will be a little bummed out and offended by it because it has nothing to do with the game. Some of the characters are in it, but there's no real story. It's just you get put in this cart and you just live the story, I guess, so to speak. From what I understand about it, you have to beat it on every difficulty and collect all the secrets to know the whole thing in a nutshell. So that's really the only way you're going to find out.
Welcome, my friend.
What's up, brother?
Step right up to the ride of your life. There are wonders beyond this door that will test your skill and test your will. Do we have a winner here today? See the targets, shoot the targets, and try your best not to die, of course.
What?
If it sounds simple, then by all means, show me what you're made of.
Well, I don't want to die, man.
All you do is point
Crap.
your weapon right over here at this sign and pull the trigger.
Hey. No, but for real, guys, check us out. Like, oh, tag on it. Yeah, look, it's like all the way down in there. How cool is that? Oh, good.
These are very troubling results.
Woo.
It seems we came dangerously close to losing you altogether.
Oh, shoot. And the gunplay in this game was really fun. You know, you just shoot the boxes to acquire better weapons, whether it be a sawed-off shotgun, an SMG, even really it's a flare gun, but the thing explodes like it's a nuclear bomb, and that was a lot of fun. Once you get into the higher levels of the game, having just the little pea shooters that you start out with doesn't really cut it, so if you get caught with them, you're not necessarily screwed, but pretty much. But all in all, the guns felt good. They were accurate wherever I pointed. If the sensors picked them up, that was something. There was, I don't remember, I think it was, what, chapter 5 maybe? I got a little crazy. I don't want to say anything, but some of the things were hard to hit because they were so small and they were right at your feet, and the sensors didn't really want to pick up the controller pointing down that far. So I died a lot there, and it was very irritating. But it did seem limited by, you know, some of the things being like, let's say 90 degrees on your left. You couldn't really just pull over and shoot, because once you do that, where it's focusing from the camera, it loses that sensor. Now, I didn't get a chance to test it with the motion controllers. I'm sure if you're using those, it's probably not an issue. But if you're using the actual handheld controller, where you have that light bar, that's what the camera's picking up. So when you turn, it loses it. And that can be a major frustration in the game. Yeah, if I feel like there needs to be a larger field of view for this, if that's possible. I don't know if it is. The field of... Oh, there's getting footage here. I can't see you! I can't... The stupid controller won't let me turn and look to the ground. And you know, this is a horror game. It lives true to the horror part of Until Dawn. No, it has nothing to do with the Until Dawn game. I mean, honestly, they probably could have made a new title and people would have been more receiving of it if it had just nothing to do with Until Dawn. Just make a new scary guy and that's it. It probably would have been just fine. But I did have some jump scares on me. There was a couple times where it legitimately made me jump. And I even had my buddy Rob come here, and one of them, I wish I had it on camera, but one of them, he screamed pretty loud. Now the difficulty in this game, like if you're going to start out on the normal mode, it is a joke for the people that's like played VR before and is used to how the motion works with your hand, and you know you're just used to it. Yeah, you go in there, normal's going to be a joke. The enemies don't come at you as hard or from as many angles, but if you bump that difficulty up, especially to that insane mode, you'll get 2 and 3 enemies coming at you at one time. There was even one boss fight where I had this, I don't even know what he was, but I was in the elevator going down the shaft and he had 6 different angles that he could come at me, pitch black. All I could do was just try to hear him land on the cage and point in the right direction and start shooting like a madman. And really, where it's a rail shooter, I feel it's limited to how much it can really scare you. It kind of is just, I guess, cornered into jump scares. Because when you're in a cart, just going on the tracks, there's not a whole lot you could do, honestly. I mean, if you really sit down and think about it. Why don't you try to come up with some ideas, you know? I know I couldn't. I was sitting there thinking of some things, and I was like, well, yeah, no, I can't think of anything besides jump scares, because it's just so limited. But it does do a fantastic job of just kind of giving you the chills. You know, you're sitting there going at a fast pace, firing, and then all of a sudden you just stop to a stutter. Now every once in a while you know, like, okay, well, here's the jump scare, it's coming. I mean, some of them are predictable, but not all of them. You're not going to see them all coming. Most, sure, but not all. And when that cart comes to a stop, every once in a while, it's not necessarily for a jump scare. Because you've had so many, you start to wonder, oh man, where's this at? And it just gives you this creepy vibe because you're so immersed into that world once you wear that VR headset. And if you haven't wore the headset yet, just trust me. You actually believe, your brain tricks you into thinking this stuff is real. You put on those surround sound headphones, you start hearing things to your left, to your right, it goes pitch black, things start whispering in your ear, and it's almost like you can feel them breathing in your face. It's pretty eerie. Dang it. I need to get my multiplier up too. Oh! I probably should have got that instead of that little guy. And something I did really like was just how easy they made it for you when it comes to the UI. Everything's just real laid out, simple, and just free and easy, man. It was so easy just to get where you need to go. And then what was really cool is at the very end, once you beat the level, you can look to the left, see your friends, how good they've done, and compete against them without even them being there. And then look to your right and see how you compare to the whole world. I love that part about the game, but I'm kind of a competitive person. Others that may not mean much, and that's cool. That's why you're watching this review, to find out what it's all about and what's in it for you. It was the cat that played, well, yeah, I could spoil it. The cat that played jokes with everybody in that game when it released the mask. Oh! 98% accuracy! Yeah! Woo! Yes! Man, that is a good start. Let's see where we ended up. Hopefully my camcorder don't work. It's got like 26 minutes of footage it'll do. Oh! Woo! Something I was actually very glad to see that was in the game was a calibration. So, you could reset. If let's say you didn't get it right the first time, you're not just stuck with it the whole game. At any time, you can reset where your hands are compared to the gun. Because, I mean, when your brain's thinking this is real, when that calibration's off just a little bit, that could mean you getting world number 1 or not. It makes the world of difference. I actually had to switch out controllers here, so my crap is calibrated a little differently, and it's not calibrated to the point that I like it. So, I don't really know what to do about that. Because I can't just... Well, I guess I can do that. Alright. Well, my friends, I am going to show you how to recalibrate your controller. Calibration. Alright. Extend the arms. Get it centered to where you want that to be. Hit it. Alright. And you guys will know when the calibration feels right, because there's something with the psyche in your brain to what it's seeing and visualizing, that it will feel right. Like, it'll be awkward when something's not where it feels like it should be based on what your brain's used to. And graphically, is this game amazing? No, not really. No, it's not. But honestly, what rail shooter ever is? I haven't known one to be yet. I mean, when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it and what this game is, it's just average. It's not bad, it's not great, but when you think of it, $20 for an hour-and-a-half to 2-hour story, and really something that you could pull out at parties and just, throw that headset on and you and your friends can compete for the whole night trying to see who can get the best score. So like I said, all in all, the game's average. Not bad, not good, but I mean, I had a fun time with it. So it's up for you to decide, if you think you would want to get it. Now, I'm sorry that this is such a short review, just where it's rail shooter. There's not a whole lot to talk about. Graphics subpar, the gunplay's good, the immersiveness into the world is great, and the landscapes are creepy and eerie, which is what a horror genre should be. So I want to thank you guys for stopping in. Give a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you didn't. Hit that sub button, please. If you want to see more videos, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I got a lot more reviews coming out. I'm about to start Batman Arkham VR. I'm finishing the Until Dawn Rush of Blood gameplay video, where I get world number 1. So if you guys want to check that out, it'll be up soon. So you guys take care, have a good week, and always remember, game with grace.